Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by Pallando called Guy Fawkes. And if all has gone well, this has come to you on the 5th of November. Um, yeah, so, yeah, testing has told me this puzzle could be a little bit of a chore. So, well, challenge, chore, they both start with ch, so let's call that even. So I'm a little bit daunted by this. Maybe it was a bit of a plot. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to see how I go on this one. What else is going on the channel? Same stuff as always. Check out Caging Constraints. Check out the Sudoku problem series. But realistically, it could take me quite a while. So let's just get straight to it. Guy Fawkes by Pallando. And in the rules, you will notice there is the rhyme related to this. And if you've never read the series V for Vendetta, which uses this one heavily, you absolutely should. It's one of my favorite graphic novel series. But anyway, so what are the rules of this one? It's a damn fine question because this is a little weird. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. At this point, I start getting a little scared. Minesweeper. Red circles give the number of odd digits a king's move away. So the way I'm reading that is any digit I place in a red circle will tell me the number of odd digits in the squares surrounding that red circle. So for example, if this was a 1, then there would be one odd digit in these three, not including that, because if a king moves, it doesn't stay in the same square. So a king's move is one of those three squares, not including itself. So that's the way I read that. So yeah, if this was a 3, then it would mean all of those were odd. If this is 4, then I'd have to put 4 odd digits into those 3 squares, and I've got a problem. Okay. Killer cages. Digits in cages, digits don't repeat within cages and sum to the indicated total, so normal killer rules. And weak palindrome lines, which is yet another thing I'm not that familiar with. Corresponding digits match in both high versus low and odd versus even. So I'm assuming that means, okay, so it's not stated, but I'm assuming that basically means that if you read in either direction, like normal palindromes, rather than having to match the exact digit, what they will do is they will match high versus low and odd versus even. So what that would mean is, let's pick a shorter line. Let's pick this one. If this was, say, an 8, this would have to be either a 6 or an 8 because it would have to be both even and high. Whereas if this was, say, a 7, this would have to be high, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, and odd. So it would be 5, 7, or 9. Okay, that makes sense, I think. From a perspective of understanding the rules, from a perspective of understanding the puzzles, I've got no idea. So I'm going to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So there's some gimmies here. And I'm not... So a 10 cage in 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 cages are all either 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because they have to be 6, 9, or 7, 8. They're the only way to make 15 in 2. And a 10 cage in 4 must be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've basically used the cages. So it's like they've been placed specifically to give you those to open and then you're done. Actually, not quite. No, there's more going on with these cages, because these cages must each contain an odd and an even digit. And that could become relevant for these circles. Whereas this is going to have 2 and 2. So if this is 1, there'd be a 3 in here. This may not be the fastest way to explore it, but I've not seen this before, so I am literally exploring. There's a 1, there'd be a 3 in here, and all of these would have to be even. Which doesn't work. If this can't be a 1. If this is a 1, there's a 3 in here, which gives me my 1. But because this is a 1, this has to be low and odd, and I would have 2 odds. So this can't be a 1. Whoops, can't be a 1. I mean, that's a deduction. In fact, these 4 match to those 4, because I just could quickly see that that's 3 and 3, that's 4 and 4. So these all have to be low. They're 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. So what actually it might be worth turning around and saying those are low, these are all high, and remember high includes 5. These are all high. And if this is high, this is high. If these are high, these are high. If this is high, this is high. If this is high, this is high. These are all 5 highs. These are all low. But that's the same part of the... So these are either going to be 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. So these are going to be the same parity. And these are going to be the same parity. Okay, I'm going to have some trouble wrapping my head around it. Ah, these are the same. Because these are the same on a line, and I can't make them high because then I'd have 6. These are low. And that gives me 4 lows in the column. These are high. And that means these are high. So this is low. And therefore this is low because I've got 5 highs. Wow, okay. Now what about this? This maps to that. But I've got 5. These are all low. Holy cow. So if those are low, those are low. That's all of the lows in the box. These are high. And I've got to put a 5 in them. But if those are low, these are low. And that's high. Do I know about that? I'm not sure. Now we know that these are the same in regards to polarity. Ah, this is tricky. So if this is 4, this can't be 4 because I've only got 3 cells. So this is 1, 2, or 3. So 4 is in one of those. If this is 1, this is 3, and I've got to put an odd digit in here. If this is 2, this becomes odd, and I've got to put 1 odd digit in here. If this is 3, I've got to put 2 odd digits in here. And then that would become odd. And those would be even. If this is 1, one of those only is odd. At least one of these is odd either way, because if this is 2, I've got to make one of those odd. And if this is 3, I've got to make all of... Hang on, that can't be 3. Because if this is 3, this is 1, this is even. This is not 3, this is a 1 or a 2. And if this is a 1, this is a 3, this is a 3 or a 4. Because if this is a 1, this is a 3, and if this is a 2, this is a 4. And over here, I can't put a 4 either. There has to be a 4 in here, because this can only be 1, 2, or 3. Because I can't put 4, like I said when I was doing the rules explanation, I can't put 4 odd digits into 3 cells. So 4 is in here somewhere. So this is 1, 2, or 3. So 4 is down here somewhere. So these are the same. This is strange. This is very strange. Well, there is a 5 up here because of... If No, I almost got that wrong. I was about to say this couldn't be 4, because if this was 4, then no, it's counting odds, not evens. I'd done something like this before, where if it was even, it was counting evens, and if it was odd, it was counting odds. But that, and my brain just clicked into the wrong mode. Always remember your rules. So if this is, let's play with this for a second. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it's 1, I'm getting 1 from here guaranteed. If this is 1, these become 2, 4. And this would just have to be a 6 or an 8. I don't see a problem with that. This would be 2, this would be 4. Okay, 1 is possible. If this is 2, this has to be odd. No, hang on. If this is 2, I get an odd from here, but then these would have to be odd, and I'd be getting 3. This can't be 2. If this is 3, both of those become even, because these are the same. So both of those become even, and then both of those would have to be odd, which doesn't make a 15 total. So this is not 3. This is 1 or 4. So if it's 1, this is 6 or 8. If it's 4, this is 5, 7, or 9. So these are either both even or both odd, which I already knew. So how do I... So do I need to do that sort of trick here or here? How do I get traction on this? I mean, these are both the same, so these are both the same. So again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is 1, this becomes 3, and then everything around it has to be even. But that puts 4, that would be 2, 4. Hang on, if this is 1, this is 3, this is 2, 4, this becomes, oh yeah, this could be 2, 4, this could be 6, 8. This could be 2, 4, and that could be a 6 or an 8. I don't see a problem with that. If this is 2, this becomes 4, and then I need to fit. I don't see a problem with any of this. I've got too much freedom. What about this one? Actually, this one is more constrained because I've got one odd here. And if I put a 1 in here, there's a 3 in here. This is not 1. Because if I put a 1 in here, there's got to be a 3 in here somewhere. And if it's 2, I get 1 and 3 in here. It's not 2 either. Because if I put 2 in here, both 1 and 3 go in here and I've got 3. So it's not 2. Now this and this are the same. So if I put 3 here, this becomes a 1 or a 3. I put a 1 in here somewhere and I get 5, and all of the others become even. If I put 4 in here, then I get a 1 and a 3 in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. If I put a 3 in here, I've got 1, 2, 3, and these are even. If I put a 4 in here, I've got, this becomes even, but I've got 2 odds in here and an odd here. And if I made both of those odd, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That just doesn't work. So this, whatever happens, 3 or 4 here, these are both even. These are 2, 4, 6, 8. Which doesn't help. How does that help? Well, this is 3 or 4. Oh, no, but this could be the same. It could be the same digit. I was about to say that had to be 1 or 2, but it doesn't have to be. It could be the same digit. So these could both be 3s. These are the same and these are the same. This is a 3. If this is a 3, I've got 1, 2, And the 1 goes in there somewhere. But we know these are the same, don't we? These have to be the same parity. Because these are the same parity, and this reflects to here. So these are the same parity. So if this is a 3, this is the 1. So these are the same parity. Wait. So these reflect to here. So these are the same parity. So if this is the 3, this is the 1. And then these are both odd. If this is a 4, this is the 2. So this is a 1 or a 2. So I couldn't do it here, but I can do it here. And these are the same. So these are the same. So if this is a 4, all of those are even. But I've got heaps. That would be odd, and then I'd have 3 odds in here, which would be 5, 7, and 9. And that would work. There's something here I am not grokking. There's something here I am really not getting. Hang on, this reflects to here. And those are the same. So if this is a 4, this is a 2, and this is a 4 or a 2. So if this is a 4, all of those are even. So all of those become odd. This is a 1, 3. This becomes a 5, 7, 9. So that means that would be 6, 8, and that's fine. There's something here I'm not getting. Something here I'm not getting. This has been a long time with me not finding anything. So these reflect to here, but one of them could be low. Because they reflect off center. So what about this? If this is a 1, then all of these have to be even. This would be 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would work. These would be 6, 8. This would be a 2. This would be a 1. And that's broken. Because I've put 6, 8 here. These would both be odd, and that'd be a 1. That's very weird. So if this is 1, these are 6, 8, these are 6, 8. This would have... Oh, no, this could be a 3. No, this would have to be a 2. Because I've made this a 1. This would have to be a 2. This becomes a 1. So if this is a 1, this is a 2. Because I can't get any... Because the 1 in here means the 3 in here is it's odd. So 1 here means this is 2 to keep it even. This becomes a 1, but because I put the 2 evens here, both of those are odd and that is broken. This is not a 1. Okay. Now, if this is 2, I've got all of my odd digits from here. So I'm surely in them in the same point. So this becomes 6, 8. This becomes 2. This becomes 1, and this is odd again. This is not 2. If this is 3, I get a 1 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. These are the same. So if this is a 3, if both of those, thing is I could do lots. I get 1 odd from in here. I could either get 2 odds from here or 2 odds from here. If this is a 4, I get 2 odds from here, and then I can get 2 odds from here or 2 odds from here. I can't even lock the parity down on any of those. How is it I can't? If this is 2, 4, this is 1, 3, this is 2, 4, this is 1, 3. Is that a problem? These would be high, these would be high. This would be low. I mean, that seems to apply the most pressure. If I make these 6, 8, then all of a sudden there's almost no pressure at all because I can make one of those low and one of those low and there's almost no pressure. Now those map to those. If I put a 2 here, I've got my 2 odds. All of these have to become even. But 2 here would make that even. Those would have to be even. Hang on, I can't put a 2 there, can I? Because these map to these. If I put a 2 here, I've got my 2 odds. These would have to be even, and therefore those would have to be even. So that can't be a 2. But I've still got odd. And if it's 3, I get 1 from in here. And then I've got lots of freedom. I just need to get 2 odds from in here. One would be here, so I just need to get 1 odd from in there. And I've still got room to play with odd and even. These mapping to each other does something weird. Because I've only got 2 evens to play with. So wherever I put the even in here, it's going to map to another even. And I've got to put 2 evens in here. So if that was even and that was even, where do I put the other even? That has to be 5, 7, or 9. So this is 5, 7, or 9. So I've got at least 1. If I make this 1, this becomes 3 and this becomes even. If I make this 2, this becomes 1 and this becomes even, which makes this even. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah. So either both of those are even. If I make this 1, then this is the odd and both of those are even. If I make this 2, this becomes odd. Either way, both of those are even. That's the 6, 8. That's nuts. So this is 5, 7, or 9. What does that do? That's not a 5. What does that do? That's going to interfere with this. No, it's not. It's going to interfere with this. Because I've already got 2. If this is... no, it's not. Because if this is a 3, I have 1, 2, 3, and these are 6, 8. If I make this a 4, then I get 1, 2, 3, 4. And so this is a 6, 8. If this is a 3, I have 1, 2, 3 because I have to put a 1 in here. And I can't make those odd because it has to be... So they have to both be even. If I make this 3... Sorry. If I make this 3, 1, 2, 3, and this becomes 6, 8. If I make this 4, then 1 and 3 are in here, giving me 2 odds. This is 2 odds. I've hit my 4, and this is 6, 8. Whichever way I do it, this is 6, 8. These are 5, 7, and 9. This is 6, 8. There's no 7, 9 in here, which means there's no 6, 8 in here. It doesn't matter what that is. The same as it didn't matter what that is. The 6, 8s are forced. This is not 6, 8. So this is not 7, 9. This is 5, 7, 9, so this is 5, 7, 9 because they are high and odd. So this is 6, 8. Now these were the same, so, and they can't be 6, 8 anymore. So this is 2, 4, which means they are low. No, low. Which means these are 1 and 3, which means these are 2 and 4, which means that's a 3 and that's a 1. There's no 3 in here. There's no 1. What is going on? There is a 1 in here. So this is the same as this. This has to be even. So there's no 1, 3 here. This is 2, 4. So this is 1, 3, and that's a 4. There is a 2 in here, which means there's no 2 here. This is now a 2, which means that's a 4 and that's a 2. This is a 1. Is 1, 3, or 4. I might be able to do more up here. So this now has to have 4 odds. So this is odd. This is 5, 7, or 9. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, that's not 4. So this is 5, 7, or 9. So this is 2, 6, 8. Which has given me a 2, 6, 8. Which actually works, because I've also got a 3, 4, and a 5, a 7, and a 9. So that all works. Do I know what that is? If this is a 4, that's a 2. If this is a 3, that's not a 2. That's... This is strange. Now, this is 3. And I'm seeing 1, 2. This is 5, 6, 8. Which gives me a 5, 6, 8 triple. This is not 6, 8. This is 7, 9. This is not 7, 9. This is 6, 8. There is a 6, 8 virtual pair down here because I have to put a 6 or an 8 in here. So this is not 6, 8. So this is not 7, 9. This is even. This can't be 3 anymore. And now I've got a 1, 2 pair. There's no 1 here. This is a 3, 4. There's no 3 here. That's a 1, 2 pair. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 1. Which didn't do that much, to be honest. But except now I can use this, surely. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be odd. It's not 2, 4. This has to be even. It's not 1, 3. That's a 1, 3 pair. Not sure about those. Oh, wow. These are high. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are high. So these are high, giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all low. This is a 2 or a 4, giving me a 2, 4 pair in the row. So this is not 2 or 4. This is odd. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has to be a 3. So this is now 4. This is now 2, which makes that 4. Now this sees 3 odds and it sees 3 odds. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. This now needs to see 2 odds. So these had to be 1, 3 because of Sudoku, but this, and these had to be 5, 7, 9. So I've confirmed this sees 2 odds. So I possibly could have got that a different way and confirmed what I was seeing. This 3 looks up, making that 4 and that 3. I don't want to know what goes into the mind of someone who makes a puzzle like this, because it's a little bit scary, to be honest. 4 is in one of those two, because I can't put 4 in any of those cells. Now, all of these are even. So this cannot see 4. That's a 2. That's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 2. Now this... Yeah, that's not helping me anymore. This is a bit scary. But I'm already seeing 5 odd digits. No, I'm not. Because those are odd. So these are 5, 7, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8. So that's a 6. That's a 9. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's a 6. That's a 6. That's a 9. There's no 9 in either of those. So that's the 15 cages coming to play. So there's an 8 in one of... Oh, this 6 makes that an 8. So now this is an 8 and this is a 5, 7, 9. This is a 6. So this is now a 7, 8. Which means this is the 5 and this is the 7, which means this is the 9. This is the 5. So there's no 5 here. There's no 9 up here. This is 1, 3, 5, 7. There's no 9 in here. This is a 5, 7. So the 5 comes out of there. This is the 5. These are high. So these are 6, 8, and 9. And there's no 8 in them. That's a 6, 9 pair. I can probably get rid of the high-low colouring at this point, but whatever. This is an 8. This is a 6. 6, 8 pair. It's probably more on the lines, although I've used them fairly extensively. Like these are low, the low and odd. These are low and odd. That's probably the only thing I've got left. Ah, these had to be the same. This is an 8. This is a 7. That 7 means that's a 9, so that's a 6. So there's no 6 in here. This 8 makes this 2. How does someone come up with this? 2 is now right there by Sudoku, because there's 4 2s looking into the box. 9 is in one of those no, wait. Stop. Pay attention. That was completely wrong. This is a 5, 7 now. This is a 7. There's no 7 here. There's no 5 up here. 5, 9. These all match up. That matches up. Ah, here. No. These are odd. These are odd. That's all fine. I think apart from this, I'm done with the lines. I think the colours are just distracting me at this point, so I'm actually going to get rid of them. So what do I need to put in here? 1, 3, 5, and 9. Well, I'm not putting a 9 down here. So this has to be odd. 1, 3, 5, 9. There's no 5 here. So this is low and odd. So this is a 1 or a 3. So this is a 5 or a 7, and there's not a 7. That's a 5. That's a 7. That's a 5. So that's a 7, and that's a 5. So that's not a 5. That's not a 7. That 5 makes that a 9, which makes that a 7, and that a 5, and that a 7. The 5 looks up making that 9 and that 5. The 9 looks up making that 7 and that 9. The 8 looks up making that 6 and that 8. Okay, so this is a 1, 3 pair now because of that 5. So there's no 1, 3 here. This is a 5, 9. The 5 looks down making that 9 and that 5. Not sure about 1, 3. This is an 8. Now this is a 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's a 4. So this is not a 4. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I wanted was that 9 looking up, making that 6 and that 9. That takes 6 out of there, makes this a 6. Now, I've got 1 3s all over the place. Something is going to break them open. That is a circle. So that's going to count the number of odd digits. Even now it's coming to play. This is beautiful. So there is at least two odd digits here. So this can't be a one. In fact, there is one, two, three. There's three. So that's a three. That's a one. That's a one. That's a three. That's a one. That's a three. That's a one. That's a three. That's a one. And I end with a three in the corner. Not something I normally call out, but if I'm going to end that way, I'm going to end that way. Wow. That I think the only thing that could have potentially made that puzzle better is if it had been submitted by Anonymous because of the V for Vendetta and the Guy Fawkes mask thing. But then Pallando wouldn't have got the credit, and he absolutely deserves it. Wow. That was. I don't know what to. I'm stunned. I'm definitely going to need a break after this one. Um, yeah, that was very, very cool. Um, I'm a little lost for words. I really don't know how someone set something like that. That was absolutely fantastic. The way the killer cages got you going, and then you could just, yeah, I mean, I love the concept of weak palindrome lines. It's something I've been playing with and completely failing to do anything good with. These are very, very cool. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the other stuff, particularly the Sudoku problem series, which seems to be drawing a lot of attention. And yeah, if you keep seeing puzzles like this, hopefully you enjoy those too. Yeah, thanks everyone. And yeah, enjoy the 5th of November, particularly if you're in the UK. I mean, London celebrates that, right? With fireworks and stuff. Um, yeah, thanks everyone. And as always, good luck with your solving.